Hey, hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Triple P and J. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to fucking subscribe. We're tired of telling y'all to subscribe, like, comment.
Up here.
Leave your opinions in the comments, please. We love opinions. Drop them.
Give us something to argue about.
But anyway.
And subscribe.
And subscribe.
How are y'all today?
Better now.
So much better. I ain't laughed all day.
We good. How you doing?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
We all had a nice night last night.
We did. Got a little karaoke in.
Who's down on my knees?
Please! Please!
Oh, Lord.
I wasn't there for that. You were.
You were definitely there. You were singing Let It Burn with us too.
Oh, gotta let it burn.
We killed that. We killed that.
Let it burn it.
We might need to put a clip of that performance in there. We might go fake.
We don't.
We don't know. And what was killing me was the whole night. You were just like, give me the mic. Give me the mic.
Everybody fucked up the lyrics. I know the chorus. Come on, let's go.
I'm fucking dead.
But yeah, that was fun.
We did have a good night.
Yes, that's why we're doing
Speaking of that, we had a conversation last night regarding our zodiac signs. So you can start.
What you were just about to say? Okay, I'm a Capricorn. You know, I like to be in the house a lot by myself, alone.
Sorry.
You want to answer?
No, I don't.
They want to be on the show?
No, they don't.
Tell them pull up. We filming now.
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, hold on. I kind of want to know. Is there something about Capricorns that you hear a lot about that you feel like is not true?
See, because you're the only Capricorn I know.
Yeah. I will know. I know like maybe.
I mean,
Nah,
most of
never
the
mind.
stuff I hear about Capricorns is true.
Is it?
Yeah, like we're not necessarily antisocial. I'm not antisocial. I just pick and choose when I want to talk.
That's antisocial.
No.
Dictionary.
Siri.
Hey Siri. What does it mean to be antisocial?
She tired of you.
Here's what I found from Wikipedia. Antisocial personality disorder is defined by a pervasive and persistent disregard for morals, social norms, and the rights and feelings of others.
I don't do that.
No, you don't do that. I'll
No.
give you that.
She used all them big fucking words.
Right.
Right,
We
I
say
can't-
You don't talk to
antisocial.
people.
I'm introverted around, you know,
Certain
people that aren't in the
Yeah.
friend group.
I
But
feel-
around y'all, I'm
Right.
extroverted.
Yeah.
So,
Because, yeah, like, when the first time I met you, you were kind of quiet for, like, maybe, 30 minutes. And then after that, it was
once I warm up to you, it's like, okay,
Right.
we can talk.
Yeah. I'll feel that. I can agree with that statement.
Yeah.
But what's some good things about Capricorns?
Me? Me as a whole?
She said, I am the good thing.
Oh, you are?
Yes. I'm a wonderful person. I feel like at
Why you
times.
laughing?
At times.
She
I have-
is, but she's trying to do it with a straight face and she
I
can't.
can't.
That's what's making me laugh.
I don't take anything serious unless it's serious. And then I might laugh even if it is serious. So that might be my downfall.
I can understand the fact that when we was talking about earlier, you was like, well, I just left it there.
You did. They all night playing with me. They would have found them tomorrow.
You could have had ants and everything.
It's a
on.
lie. You're right.
The ants.
Y'all gonna take me to jail. I don't know.
I can see Curtis get the water hose out and just.
Damn, I should have did that.
Oh, you would have drowned in that. You bought the damn hose for no reason.
Wake up,
now.
bitch.
If you see this episode, you know who we're talking about.
If you was at karaoke, you might know who we talking about.
You might know.
Oh, you do or you don't.
And we ain't naming names.
I'm not
Anyway.
explaining it. It's traumatic.
I got PTSD.
Shut the fuck up!
Got you a tissue, Curtis?
No, I got my sleeve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Dab a little
let's
bit.
talk about it.
Yeah, hit my sore spot.
It did.
Yeah, my leg. I got a little. I got cut.
As soon as I got cut, he would have stayed there.
Bitch made me bleed. Like, you want to catch a run real
Oh,
quick?
that look a little infected.
It ain't.
Not infected.
I know how to clean my wounds. Thank you though. You're
Concerned?
I'm happy that you are.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
So I'm a Taurus. Bull. They something that's not true that they say about Tauruses is no, everything that they say is true. I'm stubborn. I gotta have it my way.
That part.
I do compromise, but it takes a minute for me to compromise.
Didn't you do that?
You do compromise. I will agree with you on that statement.
I do.
And you once you give in. However, your compromise is just
Attitude. The quiet attitude in the corner.
Yeah, they say that we have attitude too. I have to have a reason to have an attitude. I don't just have one, but normally I have attitude. Normally if I have attitude, it's because you did something to make me mad. But yeah, everything they say about Tauruses is true. We're stubborn, bullheaded. Gotta have it our way. Everything's true.
Good things.
The good things about us is that we're headstrong and we're dedicated to whatever we put our mind to. And if we say we're going to do something, we're going to do it. That could be a good thing and a bad thing.
absolutely.
About to whoop that motherfucker ass and I mean it.
Get out the car, bitch.
Curtis and Daniel. Insert clip.
Right.
We need
That.
Curtis and Daniel.
Me. The door. You got a deposit.
There's a door stopper. Willis.
Boy.
So I'm a Pisces.
What?
We've had this conversation. Do not act surprised.
What? Go ahead.
Well, our birthdays are 2 weeks apart. What makes you think we're not both Pisces?
What?
He's not.
No.
Daniel's an Aries.
No, Daniel's a...
Bitch, he's an Aries.
Are you?
We've had this conversation.
I thought we had the conversation where we were both
We
Pisces.
definitely talked about this last night.
Right, you must have talked about
I was
that.
outside smoking.
Okay.
Anyway, so anyway, I'm a Pisces. We
The
are.
amnesia.
It is that amnesia.
No,
I'm old. I'm old. So we are. We are the ones that kind of we like live in our own little world. We like form like this whole lovely little. We play out scenarios in our head and we start living in that world and we can get lost in our emotions and we're very emotional about things. I like to say we're very passionate about things.
I can say that because I've tried talking to a Pisces before.
She was a fucking crybaby, wasn't she?
Man, and not only that, she was like dedicated to
Mhm.
making sure that I knew how she felt.
Right, because it's
But I
all
have to let you know.
it's all about emotion. It's like everything you read about a Pisces, that's like it's all emotional. Everything.
The water signs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're us being with the last house in the zodiac is also like we're the mysterious ones.
Yeah. They're very interesting, I can tell you that.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We try to be. But yeah, it's that also it irritates me. Everybody's like, oh, it's always they're the crybaby. I'm like, no, we're not. Not everybody cries all the time. Not all the time.
Pisces women are horrible.
Right.
I don't know any Pisces women, so
Yeah.
I know Pisces men. And I can't fuck with them. So
That part.
that part.
So,
Go ahead.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
So, you are a Pisces man, so you can't fuck with them. Do you think that you're intolerable?
I don't not okay. I don't think I am intolerable to people who can tolerate me, if that makes sense. What I'm saying is, two Pisces people cannot. It's
too many emotions.
too many emotions. If both of you are living in your own little worlds, you're not seeing each other.
A lot of turmoil.
A lot of turmoil, a lot of emotion, a lot of this. I need you to pay attention to me. Well, I need you to pay attention to me. Like it's too much.
Imagine getting into an argument and then it's just like, I'm not gonna say nothing until you say something, but the other person's on the exact same page like that, and this shit just ain't happening.
And ain't nobody talking.
Nothing gets done. Nothing happens.
I've never seen a relationship that actually works out with two of the same zodiac signs.
Right.
That works out. Okay, yeah. I was about to say, because I've heard
Like opposites attract, really, but like I don't see many people.
Right.
I'm not gonna say relationship because I never dated another Taurus, but as far as friendship wise, it's either there's no in between. It's like either we really get along and we click tight, or we really hate each other.
Right.
And Tauruses, it's true that we hold grudges depending on the situation. So get two of us together mad at each other, then it ain't really good.
Nothing. Now, one good thing about Pisces, I will say, is that we are very dedicated. We have our little bubble, and once you're in that bubble, like, you know, the ride or die, you know, and also
For life.
for life. Like, that's why I always say it. I'm like, listen, it's blood in, blood out. Okay, so we go.
Because if you got a problem with any of us, he's gonna come beat your ass with some stilettos, okay?
Hi.
Stilettos.
And
Ready to fight.
ready to fight
Hold my earring, bitch.
right now. And also going back to it, like, we are very passionate people. Like, I like a scene whenever, like, there's like you get into an adult fun time. It's like I like the music just right and the lighting just right.
Romance not.
Yes.
Candles burning in the light.
Yes. Like that to me, just like the build up and the anticipation and setting the whole scene is just.
I can see you go for like a, not an overload, but like a sensory, like a overall sensory pleasure.
Sorry, Mama. I actually enjoy sensory overload on people.
So you like being overstimulated, or?
I like overstimulating people. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I enjoy that quite often. So.
Me too. It's fun.
It is. So yeah, that's one of the couple of the good things about being a Pisces. We're not all crybabies.
I'm sorry, the women are.
Dan the man.
Dan the man's an Aries.
The devil.
He's
The
not
next
the
thing close
devil.
to it.
Shit, Aries or
One
I'm
of
not gonna
my
say Daniel is horrible, but Aries,
Aries in general can be some assholes.
they disregard everybody's emotions but their own.
Ooh,
Daniel, tell your story, please.
Yes.
good way to bring him in.
I'm sorry.
You.
Fuck Aries women.
one of my dearest friends is an Aries woman, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, well, things that you obviously hear about Aries that are more or less true, if they false, I don't know. Obviously we're very high-headed. We can be impatient, stubborn on the sense of like a Taurus thing. I don't know. We just got a lot of like hard emotions. But I think like the whole aggression thing can play one way or the other. Either you get triggered, or it takes a lot to trigger you. In the sense of like that's how like they're just hard set on their certain ways. I've met a lot of Aries men that are just they're aggressive.
As fuck.
And they want to like fight over time. It's just like everything is just like a competition. It's just like, bro,
Literally everything.
it's not that serious.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
not even just like a little trigger. It's like blind rage.
Like,
Pretty
what's
much.
wrong with
Yeah.
you?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, chill the fuck out. Like it's that or this. But I've known a couple, so it's like I don't really get along with a lot of Aries men, but most of the time, like Aries women, I tend to get along with because this Aries men just come out to me just super cocky.
And you're not like
And
that.
I think this probably because like maybe I'm more on like the back end of the spectrum, like as far as like, you know how like when you get closer to like a birth date gets closer to another sign.
Right.
I think
it's called a cusp.
something
And-
like
You would
that.
have to dig deep and find like your rising sign or your moon.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
you're closer to like the Pisces side of your sign.
Yeah, so that's probably why I do get. I'm not gonna say that I get emotional, but when I'm invested into something, then yes, I get like emotionally into it a lot or invested or attached. But yeah, so not every Aries man is exactly how they portray it. I mean, a lot of his background has to kind of take into account. But yeah, so.
And I guess that's why. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
I keep forgetting that you are an Aries. I legitimately, for whatever we keep thinking that you're a Pisces.
Yeah.
So you think he should be like you?
No, not that I think he should be like
That-
me.
I mean-
He doesn't act like a typical Aries.
He does not. You like, and I think that's why we get along so well. It's just like,
Because I don't get along.
Right.
I don't blame you, but I think I portray my impatience through instant gratification. That's where I portray my impatience, like
you
impatience.
do.
Because I like to have things kind of now and then. Like I'll put in the work for something, but eventually I kind of just like, all right, this is stupid.
And I have noticed this about you is like whenever, like, when you need to deal with your emotions, you need to deal with whatever it is that you're dealing with. If you can't deal with that, then you get pissed off.
That or I kind of emotionally disconnect from
And you just shut down.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like usually people will reach out to me, and it's a weird dynamic for myself, but which I'm still trying to learn how to positively cope with it in
Right.
that sense, or a healthy way to relieve that. But anywho, there are great things about us as well. We can tend to be headstrong. What else was I gonna say? I had a couple things.
Extremely loyal though. I give y'all that.
Yeah, we can be extremely loyal. There's always those that aren't, but that's just has to play outside of like just who you are as a person. We don't like a lot of people, but if I do like you, I like you, and I'm gonna fuck with you all the way. I will stand behind the people that I fuck with, even if they're wrong. If you're wrong, I'm still gonna be there, even if you're wrong. It is what it is. If that makes sense. So I don't know. I had a couple in my head, but I can't quite remember exactly right now. And then what else?
I think you're good. Yeah.
There was a couple other
Right on.
ones, but yeah.
So what do y'all feel about Queen Elizabeth getting her ass whooped in heaven?
What?
Fuck that colonizing lady.
I didn't know what this was.
Yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop. I mean,
That video's been stuck in my head. So
That was a quick turnaround.
that was a very quick turnaround. But I mean, if
Diana has her foot on that lady's neck.
and does like
If she there.
if she's there, like, because we all know. I mean, come on.
Ain't no way. Eliza made it.
Not Jalisa. I mean, I'm not judging anybody, but I'm just saying, everybody knows Queen Elizabeth had something to do with that woman dying. You know damn good and well she
You
did.
talking about the video that you had shown me?
Yes.
Come on now. Took your ass in a tunnel.
You know. And, like, Diana was apparently, according to the Queen, embarrassing the family. So, yeah, she's like, all right, erase the mistake. And she did. So, yes, while she's up there, yeah, Diana's getting her licks in.
Me, me, me.
Her and all them little corgis. Sorry, Noah.
Put that black dress on.
But yeah, I mean, there are people who are like, oh, she's been like, you know, the country's queen. Because she's been the longest reigning monarch ever.
It takes evil people forever to die, so.
But also the only reason why was because she she became a queen so young. That's the only reason why. And I mean, Jesus, with today's modern healthcare, like she sniffled and like she got a team of doctors ready to roll. So
She got 3 new hearts.
right,
not sniffle.
they have her on standby. And so yeah, no, Diana's beating her ass right now and laughing the whole time. You know
If she ain't beating her ass, she got Rosa Parks doing it.
To the back of the bus, huh?
There's this video on TikTok that we all watch to catch all up, and it's funny as shit. I swear to God. And
I will rise.
and so yes.
See, if I was there, I'd get my Alicia too. I didn't know her. Right.
Maybe that's Diana's.
Pull her hair.
Trying to drink.
That might be Diana's version of heaven right now, you know, because they say when you go to heaven, you get your own heaven. So
You just make your own version.
Yeah, come through this gate real quick.
real quick.
Triple P and J gonna be in the background up there talking about, oh, she hit that ass.
They gonna be like, round 300.
We're gonna be like, y'all want to conduct an interview for the show?
Please and thank you.
You sit on that side, you sit on that side.
Now beat an ass.
Ding, ding, ding.
Next week we'll have live clips of all the ass whoopers.
Of course.
Just make a
Compilation.
compilation.
But no, I mean, yeah, Diana's beating her ass. I mean, I don't want to say that everything the Queen did was horrible, but at the same time, she wasn't.
I didn't really know the hoe like that, but
Not the hoe.
I mean, I didn't really know her like that. So
From what I heard, she wasn't the greatest.
She was not the nicest person. But then again, what monarchy is? Queen Elizabeth.
She was so good.
I don't want to
All right,
think
let's
about
go,
that.
Rob.
She probably had dentures and popped them out. So
I'm
probably
dead.
just
I'm
gumming.
fucking dead. Not the Queen. Come on now.
Put them African diamonds on her
A
head.
title
Right.
don't mean that she can't suck some dick.
I mean, she might be able to. I don't want to think about her 80s. What? No, she was 92.
Yours was like 96.
She was,
No. Betty White was no.
She was 96.
Well,
Betty
I
White
thought
was
she was
99.
92.
Betty White was about to turn 100.
That's right.
Betty White probably
technically she got it. She technically
They
got that.
friends. That's what they said.
They gave her the pass on 100 because of leap years.
That's true. But yeah. No, but no, she was not a nice. She was her.
Oh, I take it back. I call her a hoe then.
She was. She might have.
That's
She
what I'm
probably
saying. Like I
meant
said.
well, but like yeah, like I said, she was a colonizer. It
This
is.
bitch couldn't even go to Jamaica in peace.
I couldn't like.
Well, what happened there?
They colonized Jamaica.
They did well.
Damn.
And
Just
essentially,
go somewhere and just like, I think this should be
I
a
want
part
this.
of Right.
she was in Jamaica whenever, was it Jamaica? Anyway, she was somewhere in the Bahamas when she became queen. And essentially what was happening was, that was whenever it was very segregated. They wouldn't even let people of color touch her or Prince Philip because you were considered dirty if a person of color touched you at that time. Yes. So whenever it was I can't remember the name, but there was a man who won an award. They wouldn't let Prince Philip put the award on him because he was a person of color, and they were like, no, you can't do this. He was like, I'm the prince. I can do my wife is the queen. I can do what I want, and it was very taboo.
Controversial.
Weren't
Yeah,
they cousins?
they were cousins. Yes, and also he was German.
You know, she was mad.
Yeah.
That's why they look like that.
And
Gotta
yeah.
keep the blood close, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You
most
sound like
of them
the mayor.
are. Like, back in the day.
I'm playing.
Guess that like
Yeah.
The bit.
Don't do this.
We cool, but bitch.
Need to move.
That ain't funny.
I'll hold y'all class.
That ain't funny.
The camera.
That ain't
It's
funny.
gonna be on.
That ain't funny. That is.
I'm gonna hit him with his bad knees over here.
I'll still catch you. I got 3 feet of
Once I
legs.
hit that knee, and you sit there for about 5 minutes, I'm going out the door.
I got 3 feet of legs. Oh my god, that big bitch from earlier.
Y'all don't know what we're talking about. We were up in the restaurant we were having breakfast at this morning, and this bitch walks in.
And I looked, I was eating, and I looked up, I said, damn.
She get in the door.
Oh, damn.
Like,
Yes.
her legs was like as tall as him.
Right. I mean, from the bottom of her ass to the top of her feet, it was nothing but legs.
So we get to the register to pay at the end of eating and all of that, and the people at the register the cashiers is talking about her and was like, yeah, she's real tall, and I was sleepy this morning. So I was like, yeah, I said she was big. And they was laughing. I
And
was
she
like, I didn't mean
She
to
was
come up.
tall and big?
No, she
The
wasn't
one
big.
before her was. There was another tall lady that was big.
Oh, you talking about somebody else?
No, I was
This-
talking about the tall, skinny one, but I said big instead of tall.
Yeah, she was thin, but she was tall. I was like, holy fuck. This,
Like she took 3 steps and was probably at our table.
yeah. I mean,
Skyscraper.
like whenever
Big bitch.
she looked like she was either like a volleyball player or a basketball player or something. And
Track.
I hate judging that because I hate being asked that myself. But
You play basketball.
basketball. Oh my god.
She gotta fly. You gotta fly first.
Like literally, like I would have had to have looked up to her. She was that tall. Yeah, and I'm
You know-
6'3".
You know when he gotta look up to somebody for real.
I'm like,
Cause he be looking down on all of us like.
Right.
I don't do that, but like it is very much like, hey.
No, you can say bitch.
Bitch. I do say it.
You can do it to
That's
me.
why you looking up to me. Huh?
And I always say whenever y'all come in, I was like, information. I'm the second shortest one, so it's okay.
Like
On my mom's side of the family.
I was standing on a little step stool at work the other day, and he was like, "Why are you up there?" I was like, "I just wanted to see the top of your head."
And you had to get up on the top step.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is what it looks like from your perspective. I'm like, yeah, it is. But yeah, no, she was tall.
Yeah.
There was that whole, what was that Deuce Bigelow movie where it's like, damn!
Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo.
Yeah, whenever he's like, that's a big bitch.
And was.
It was. But no, nobody shaming. Good on you. You probably like spiking shit all the time. You know, good on you. So yeah.
I'd be mad as hell out there to be pretend.
Again. Like they go put her, y'all playing volleyball.
I'll be like, oh, I quit.
It's like,
I don't even want to
good
play.
game.
Can you not do that? Sit down.
Do you want to fight?
I'll take you with the ankle.
My knee.
I'll make
is-
your kneecap.
Your knees out my face, bitch.
I just see you boxing out your kneecap. You just standing there like, what the fuck is you doing?
What are you
You gonna
doing?
feel this bitch?
Wake
Be
up
like-
with a sore knee in the morning.
Be like, stop it.
I'm mad as hell. Somebody tapped on my head, so I'm gonna stop it.
That's how you do your little dog when your dog is acting up. I said, fucking cut it out.
Knock it off. Ooh. But yeah, no. So that was this morning's breakfast. So
Okay, that must have been interesting.
It was.
It was.
like Curtis even said, she walked in. He goes, damn, that's a tall bitch. And I turn around like, oh shit, it is. It is. I'm sorry. She is. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, pronouns.
I forgot pronouns. My apologies.
It's okay.
Anyway. But yeah.
How do y'all feel about Ariel being black?
I
That's some
love it.
bullshit
Like,
that people not that. But
oh, okay. I was about to say.
I gotta argue with these
We about
bitches.
to fight in
Apparently,
this bitch real fast.
you take that girl off that movie.
Like, not you done got on camera and showing your true colors.
I'd be like, just
Let me find out.
just because you light skin does not mean you can be racist. But yeah, no,
I don't know, but I think we should not have that colored girl.
Not a colored girl. I'm fucking
You ever been here
dead.
with a microphone over your head?
What color was she?
Blue, red.
Right.
What's the
Yellow,
one that come
green,
after? Come a little bit close to black, but a little
brown.
Yeah, right
That
there.
one.
We know she ain't peach.
Ooh, and it's not.
But
But no, I think like after us having how many years of Disney movie characters that are peach or white, like have y'all ever seen like that post on Facebook? It was like memes of them doing like the opposites of the black and white stigma, like how little black girls grow up and they see all these like white dolls on the wall. So it was like a little white girl with all black dolls on the wall. Same thing for like back in the day, how they had housemaids that were black, and then obviously like the white flourishing people. Instead, they had black flourishing people, and then white people as like the housemaids.
Right.
I just feel like, how you gonna tell somebody that a mermaid can't be black? Have you ever seen a mermaid before?
Right.
that's the same thing as, I mean, we were kids then, but we were kids then. When Brandy was Cinderella, I'm sure that was controversial too, wasn't it?
That was my favorite movie.
Right. Me growing up, I thought that was the Cinderella.
Right,
I don't want to say yes and no because I don't remember. I remember Brandy and Whitney Houston in that movie, but I don't remember if there was any controversy with it.
I'll never forget when I was a kid and my dad was Santa Claus for like this like Christmas little get together, and this little kid he said, "Why is Santa black?" I said, "Oh, that's my dad."
Dead.
Yeah, but it just shows that subliminal racism is still very much alive.
I just feel like everybody else has like princesses and heroes to look up to. Why can't black kids have princesses and heroes?
Exactly.
I don't understand why everything has to be a big deal. Bitch, she's black now.
Right. See, and like
with red locks.
there was two things that I saw this whole thing blowing up. There was two things, and the first thing going back to a meme. It's like nobody had a problem whenever they made Othello in blackface. Whenever they did the movie, whenever they didn't have a problem making.
I was saying,
Who the hell is Othello?
Othello,
I didn't want to say
it's a Shakespearean play
I
about.
should really don't know.
It's a Shakespearean play about essentially a white woman falling in love with a man of color, and they only had him portrayed by white men in blackface for the longest time. Nobody had a problem with that.
Of course they don't have a problem with it because it's a white man in blackface.
Right, and then nobody had a problem whenever they had fucking what's his name now? Well, Johnny Depp as a fucking Native American.
You got all these white men playing Japanese bands.
And then that too. Whenever I know none of y'all have seen this one. If y'all haven't seen The King and I, they played. It was the King of Siam, and they had him played by a white man.
You talking about fucking African?
The Egyptians all white,
Like Cleopatra, yeah.
These are not white people.
Right, and then of course let's not forget. Jesus wasn't white. No matter how many times you show the fucking pictures, Jesus was not white.
I was just having this conversation earlier today. I was like, how you gonna tell me that there's a white Jesus, but he came from Jerusalem?
Right.
And if you read the Bible, it don't say nothing about him being peach.
Right. We all know.
But y'all are creating your own realities.
Well, we've had this conversation of we know how the depiction of Jesus became, right? We've had this conversation.
No.
The depiction of Jesus that everybody.
What else you be hanging out with?
Right, because you don't be talking about
wrong bitch.
I thought we talked about
Wrong triple P and J.
I thought we had this conversation during the whole gay thing. No, the depiction of Jesus is actually the image of King James's lover. Because King James, who wrote that Bible, the one that everybody loves to read from, he was a gay man. And his lover was the depiction of Jesus.
That's a whole nother topic. Like, how am I supposed to believe something somebody else wrote?
How do you think the Bible got here?
How am I supposed to believe something somebody else wrote?
You mean a man-made scripture?
Right.
You do know that was how the Bible got formed, right?
Don't look so condescending.
I'm not being condescending, but I'm confused now.
Right.
Like, because the Bible is basically, it's written by men who...
But you're telling me this is how I need to live my life because Jesus said so?
Thank you.
But you wrote it.
But you wrote it.
I
But
feel
yeah.
like Bible was, oh my God, here we go.
We're getting on the time.
They're going to ban us.
Get on
talk
it.
about this.
But yeah, no. So
But in my opinion, I'm sorry.
we went way off topic, but yeah.
I feel like religion was created or the Bible was used as a tool to create or to control the feeble-minded.
It does. Very much so.
Yes.
Because
Say what you want.
what is a God?
Okay. I
A
read
being that people
I read like this thing. Basically, the mind created God because it couldn't fathom it being the most omnipotent thing.
Correct.
So yeah.
But the fact that you guys made a whole image and that it was a human out of this entire universe. The entire universe, you're telling me that he created the entire universe and all the other multi-dimensions, and that is what he looks like. He is a human
Right.
depiction.
Right.
Like, there's not any other creature out there that's going to look different. I don't know. It could be walking around with 6 legs coming out of its forehead.
Well, like I mean, like
Everybody else's gods seem cool too. Like we got this man over here.
We got Sky Daddy.
This Sky Daddy. Sky Daddy and his son.
But no, I mean, like, because you have to think about it. It's like, what about me and an ex of mine got into an argument about that because it's like, what if we're wrong?
About what?
Like, out of all the religions in all the world before us, prior to Christianity, when what will occur now after us, after we're all gone, who's right? What if the Egyptians
Nobody.
were right? What if the Incans or the Mayans or the Egyptians?
You want to know what? All of that stuff was originally created to explain natural phenomena that they couldn't explain themselves.
It's
Exactly.
somebody up there creating a storm.
Right.
Right.
This all that came from is basically of like dream telling or like them saying that these gods, these creatures make these things like thunder, rain, all that. Like it's coming from something outside, and it just all it did was snowball down into like this ancient times, and then became a sacred text.
Right.
I
So
felt the spirit. No, seek help.
no, what you felt was a heart attack.
Well, like, I mean, you have to, like,
Had
you
a
have to
stroke.
look at it, and I say this, I say Christian mythology, because it is mythology. Like, I mean, like, talking burning bushes, and rods
You
into
were high.
snakes, and, what else was there? There was other ones. Now I'm trying to think of them all.
What are you talking about?
Like, all this shit is written in the book.
The burning bush.
The burning bush that talked to Moses.
Before he went in the cave. Or whatever. And
And
found the
then
10
you got-
Commandments or...
Yeah.
So it's just it's twisted variations of what.
Or
came
it's
from-
a man's justification in him doing
Folklore,
something.
essentially. Is
It
what
is. That's to me what, and then that's why when you get the stories inside of like certain things like.
Everybody has a different version of the same story.
Right.
But then again, you got things that are like, if you ever study like Buddhism and all that other stuff, they don't really have that. It's not necessarily like stories. It's just more like
This is how you need to live your everyday life.
Right.
Just it just preaches good, like a good. How do you say this? Like, put good
Energy.
I guess you could say.
Sure.
Put good into the world, and the good comes back. You know, but it was a free flow of energy and life and all of this, and like same thing with like what is it?
All life is
Nir-
sacred. But even that's
Nirvana
been
or something. What's it?
Nirvana.
Nirvana. I'm sorry.
But even that's been skewed because there's sects of the Buddhist religion where like you cannot injure a single animal or a single life. Where like they have people, they walk around with like veils over their faces because they don't want bugs or something to get caught in their mouth or face because they might kill the bug. And they've got like these buildings where all these
Yeah, but if you think about it in the sense of like every life form is created equal and nothing is above another, you know, the only reason why we feel so superior is because we don't have a natural predator. We don't have nothing like literally coming to fucking hunt us and eat us, you know.
Nothing but other humans.
Correct.
is.
So just imagine what would happen is if we had a natural predator and like you
Like cavemen
literally
had.
right.
Imagine us out here fighting for our lives because it's a wildebeest outside.
Right. Something that's fucking
We're dead. Okay.
I'm gonna just stay in the bed. I'm not coming outside.
Okay, bitch.
Come on. We gotta go harvest shit. Let's go.
Right.
Pick the grapes, hurry up.
Jurassic Park about to put us in our place.
Right.
Triceratops.
I'm friends with this fucking long neck bitch.
Could you fucking Littlefoot?
He just wanted a tree star.
Big guy.
Could y'all
Ow,
fucking
big
imagine
tree.
us in like a horror movie like that, like anacondas or
Oh,
something?
no.
I'm good.
I could not imagine myself in that because I wouldn't put myself like I would be sitting right as some fucker
Like
walking.
Jaws and
Right.
The only way that would happen is if we went somewhere and some bad shit just started to happen.
Everything went
just
wrong.
spiraled out of
I'm
control.
about to be like, look,
We go home.
if this is what it's coming to, I love y'all. Y'all know I can't swim. I'm about to just jump in the water. I'm about to just jump in the water and take care of it.
Like this whole thing of like the anaconda thing. Like I tried to watch it. I have a huge phobia of snakes. I don't fuck with
I
them.
don't know. Like I feel like once the anaconda's got one victim, it's gonna take a minute before it starts fucking coming
But
from.
no,
But
why?
there was
It gives us an
multiple.
There was
enough time to
multiple.
leave.
And like, why? Like, if somebody walked in and said, "We're gonna go to see this diamond or whatever the fuck it is that
Have
they were
fun.
looking for. But the only thing is, it's protected by giant snakes. Fuck off! No, y'all go get the diamond.
Why do you want the fucking diamond to begin?
Why are you asking me to go?
Sounds like a setup.
Right. You want me as bait.
So you have to push
You
me.
put it with me. I never did.
And then at the end of all these damn movies, I never forget Lake Placid or whatever the fuck it was.
With Betty White,
With Betty White at the end feeding the shit.
with her
Right
toes,
here.
with her toes. Like she's like nibble on mama's toes, bitch. No. The
I'm
first
stuck on the fact that they did that all for a diamond. Bitch, I'm about to go clock into work.
right.
You said you
Run up the check.
like
I'm
no.
gonna put this 40 hours in while you're on that fight for your life.
Fighting giant snakes, and like even with the alligator, the first time I saw that bitch come on land and snatch somebody, gotta go.
Start the clock.
It really got fucking legs. How you gonna let it snatch you off?
That
like
shit can
that?
run. Have you ever seen a gator run?
Oh, then you talking about a snake? I'm about to say. I'm like,
Well,
what the
no,
fuck?
well that's what I'm saying.
Two
Like,
bitches fast too. Like that one there, I had to fight in the sink in the bathroom. So I woke up last week and I went to the bathroom in my room, and I don't ever use that bathroom. So I'm sitting there and I just happened to look over. There's a fucking little baby snake in my damn sink. And
Yeah, his fight or flight kicked in.
I'm sitting there like, okay.
look at it. All the
Is
hair
there-
stood up on my arm while you
I'm
talking
s-
about this.
I'm
And
sitting
this
there
bitch
like-
sent me pictures of this shit.
We saw it on Snapchat.
I'm sitting there like,
Oh,
is there one in the toilet too?
can I get a hit of that?
I'm sorry, PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, me and the snake, we had a little fight, and when
No, you just did it.
Okay.
while I was trying to kill the bitch was just squirming. It was moving really fast. Like that bitch could get away
Yeah.
if it really wanted to.
I burned his house down.
No, it got
I
chopped
be at
up.
Rosewood. I need to move right now.
Mama!
Let me out my lease.
Oh, I seen a house open about 3-4 streets down.
Can I move in there?
You about to not have a house.
Unsafe. I
I'm
can't
scared. I'm scared to sleep. They coming for me.
You damn right.
Not you getting the natural predator already.
Right.
It was black. It was trying to get me.
Mm-hmm.
Coming for
He's
you.
gonna eat you.
Make sure I cut that hoe up.
Mm.
I was like, where you going, bitch?
Come here, bitch.
Nowhere. Mm-mm. No.
You didn't
See?
throw it on the
No, I
ground?
had an experience like
You
that
didn't throw it on
once.
the
I
ground?
found a snake in my grandma's washing machine.
I cut it up and
What?
to a few pieces.
She had a really old house
and threw it outside
there
in
was
the
a
bag.
snake in her washing machine. And I was
Your
scared.
man
as shit.
must have been
I'm like, I'm in there trying
It
to
was
wash
in
clothes.
the trash can.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
Oh no.
I gotta go. Some bitch was in the washer.
No. No.
Yeah, so anyways, we forgot about little old Ariel.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
The other
Ariel can be black because it's a fictional fucking creep.
Well, no.
person.
Well, see, that was the thing. Like somebody did a
I was
science
gonna say
thing.
creature.
I mean, yeah, she's a
mermaid.
A mermaid's a mythical creature, so yeah. But no, there was somebody who like
Back to Ariel.
back to Ariel. Yeah, we went way off topic.
Little old Ariel.
God.
There was this other thing talking about how like it makes sense that she's black because most deep sea ocean creatures are dark colored.
Why?
Right.
Because of the sunlight.
There's you
No,
know
what?
yeah, so like it's just because there's no
Not
light
that
down
many
there, so
light
they want to
down
be
there.
as dark as possible, and you would think a mermaid would be an apex predator.
Well, no, never mind. That makes sense. Like,
And if you really think about it, mermaids don't necessarily look how we think they look. From what I've seen, the bitches have fangs.
Well,
have you seen like the Harry Potter movie?
Yes.
Like, where like they're going down when they were doing like the goblet.
Yeah, they were doing the goblet of fire. Yeah.
Like if you look at like
That's what I think a
Depictions of
mermaid
what-
would look like.
Right.
the old stories are about, if you look at the pictures, then it shows that they don't look like how we think they
They got like webbed fin ears and shit, and they're like very like
Mhm.
scary looking and
And
shit.
have sharp teeth and
Sharp
shit.
teeth.
They
Like
look
they're-
like sirens, basically. is what they
Right. Like
are.
their goal is basically like to get people
To come down.
to come
They
down so
lure
they
you
can drown
in
them and
with
eat
like
them.
yeah.
Mm.
Kinda
They're
like-
not nice.
No, these aren't beautiful singing people.
Yeah. The Disney version, and also like.
Not a grown man fucking a fucking mermaid.
They be trying.
Yeah.
The bitches die though, but
Right.
And like it's.
Because they came from like
no, when
folklore
they say
from-
men fuck anything, This bitch just came out the water.
That's why whenever they were talking
They've been
about...
on scene for freaking 3 months.
Well, the thing, we're laughing about this, but apparently, like, Christopher Columbus and his men, when they came over here, they thought manatees were mermaids.
It was fucking the man.
Right, that's a thick old bitch.
I mean, back in the day, the thick bitch that was what it was.
The walrus.
And they thought manatees were mermaids. So you can't tell me they weren't trying to slide into it. I mean,
I wouldn't put it past them.
Slide that fin to the side, baby girl.
Alright, that wraps up another episode.
Well, no, and I mean, there was another thing that I've been not to keep bringing up the gay shit, but like the story of the author who wrote The Little Mermaid. Essentially, what that is the reason why he wrote that was because there's a term for it, and a literary term for it, and I can't think of what the term is, and I apologize. If you do, put it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Where he wrote this story where because the prince...
I lost track of what you were going with.
Hang on. The prince was this man that he was in love with, and he wrote himself as the mermaid, and they couldn't be together because at that time, you know...
I feel like a lot of things happen on a gay note.
They're really gay.
It's funny how now people like judge the fact that like, oh, we got gays all of a sudden. No, gays been around for forever.
Ever. Since the beginning of time,
right.
There have been gays.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't just pop up.
No, bitch, we weren't created in a day.
We didn't make this decision.
We kind of were created in a day, but not today, bitch.
Today. But yeah, no. So like that's how the whole story of that, and essentially like the real story of the non-Disney version is, Ariel didn't survive. Ursula won.
Ariel stole her voice.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And essentially, yeah, she didn't.
Ursula.
I wonder who's playing her.
It's Melissa McCarthy. Which is funny because Ursula was based off of a drag queen. So, yeah, she didn't survive. She she didn't get Eric to fall in love with her, or the prince. He didn't have a name. Didn't get her to, and she turned into Seafoam. It's a horrible story, but they Disneyed it. It's like they fell in love and was happily ever after. No, that didn't really what happened.
Like, if you really think about Disney movies like Sleeping Beauty, this man kissed her in her sleep. That is sexual assault.
And you say that in the real version of it, that's what happened. This guy found Sleeping Beauty, whatever her name is, raped her, and what woke her up was when she birthed.
And then you got Rapunzel up there talking about, let your hair, I don't want to let my hair down.
Right.
You gonna get me out of here?
You're gonna get me out? The real version of that one was
why was she in a tower to begin with?
Because
her parents put her up
her
there.
parents put her in there. They didn't want her to have any influence from the outside world.
And she was a princess.
Yes. And so what happened was, in the real story, they found out that the prince...
Cut it.
Huh?
Cut it. The hair. Cut her hair.
They did, yeah. They cut her hair, sent her out into the... No. Cut her hair and put her in hiding. He crawled up. They tricked him into coming. They pushed him out a window. He fell through some thorns, went blind, and he started walking out in the desert, and she started to go find him. They did kind of have a happy ending, but, he's blind now because thorns went in his eyes. But, hey, she got her man. Think about it. If you fall through, like, thorns, like, where instead of your arms getting all scratched up, your eyes get scratched up.
Did he cover his face? He just, like...
I mean, you free falling from a tower.
Right.
But don't... Yeah.
You're probably not even thinking about your face.
Right.
Are those
I'm
thorns?
just worried about my body.
My body is I'm falling out of this tower. But yeah, the Disney-fied version of these stories
the fact that I'm like trying to imagine this shit happening in real life somewhere back in like the 1600s, 1500s or some
whenever
shit.
they wrote, yeah. Hans Christian Andersen and all of them, they were fucked up. They told some stories, and like that shit was fucked.
Yeah, imagine trying to get a booty call back in the days.
You want to watch this movie?
This moving picture?
It's in black and white. This man just fell into a bed of thorns.
I'm going to be on the third spire to the left.
Right? Well, because like you had to pay for that.
Yeah, you cost him a couple of the
You had to pay for what?
If you wanted to marry somebody, you had to pay her family.
Yeah.
Yeah, because back in the day,
What's it
everything was
called,
kind of like
dowry?
contractual.
A dowry.
Yeah,
A down payment.
that's essentially what it is.
That's what it is.
You give me 3
Cuckoo.
goats and some gold, and you can have my daughter.
Right. And y'all gonna fall in love and just have multiple children.
Yeah,
She could even not like you, and she would still have to go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like an arranged marriage. They would wed their daughters off for a better status or wealth or some form
Right.
of like.
Because
Oh,
they.
some motherfucker anyway.
I'm about to beat
Fuck
his
them
ass
goats.
every
I'm
day.
gonna come back and kill the goats every week. Bitch.
You ain't getting me set off. But no.
Y'all gonna have all the guards out here tonight.
Right. Because yeah, it's like. Because since they didn't have sons to carry on the family name, they have daughters to get money. Yeah. It wasn't no like, hey, let's date. Like there was
I
no.
love you, I want to date. No, my parents sent me over here to talk to you.
Right. And you couldn't go alone.
I don't even
and
like you.
essentially the courting process
They would
literally
just
lasted
sort
like a couple of weeks. Like you met this person, like
Not
you,
even. You met them like the day before y'all got married.
right. And like, all right, we cool. You got enough money?
She
All
at
right.
the altar crying. You think it's happy tears? No, she hates you.
She about to give up her bed.
Oh, and then they be some of the most ugliest motherfuckers ever too.
Teeth
Right.
missing,
Teeth
like
missing, he be big, he got a belly, he just trying.
just spunky. He look like he's
I'm back.
stank.
And seeing that was back in the day, the
They
hygiene, the personal hygiene.
Look like
It
some
wasn't
customers
there.
that come in, they just about to get their way with you, bro. Just stay.
I throw up. Don't touch me.
I mean, y'all need to watch real quick. Let me get one of my people to help you.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah,
I gotta check the back real fast.
Gotta get back.
Is somebody else back here?
I was told my vagina got teeth.
I don't have
There was a movie like that before. It's called Teeth.
Or Jennifer's body.
No.
No, it's called Teeth.
Teeth is actually about a vagina with teeth in it.
Yeah, and
it was
she got
people.
raped, I think.
He
and
tried to rape
He
her.
tried to rape her, and his dick got bit off.
It was her
Brother or something.
her stepbrother. It's like a chastity belt with
Yeah.
teeth.
It's a
That
real movie.
That movie freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah, leave this alone.
But anywho,
Anywho,
so much about getting your dick bit off.
We think Ariel should be black.
We do.
She
Yeah.
can be whatever color she want to be.
Right. She is a mermaid. They're not real.
Get out
Shout
y'all
out
fucking
to-
feelings.
Shout out to her for running that bag up on the people though.
Right.
I don't care how mad they are. I'm getting my money. I'm
Right.
my check.
Right. I'm paid.
Singing my
yes.
heart out into this sea.
I'm gonna be. I will watch it. I'm very excited. I do want to see what Melissa McCarthy looks like as Ursula.
That's gonna be funny.
That would have been funny.
That
'cause
makes
she-
me want to go watch Cinderella
I'm
now.
about to go watch
The black
Princess
one.
and
when
the
does it come
Frog.
out? November?
I don't know. Not a plug for Disney or anything, but we do low key want to watch a movie.
Right.
Wanna wrap this up?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're just about out of time. So that wraps up another episode of Triple P and J. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your notification bell on so you can see when we post new content.
He
and-
sounds more excited than he is. He's just
Ding
tired.
or-
And y'all have a good night.
Bye.